Well, well, well. Poor Bill Gates. He's really taken a beating, hasn't he? He's really taken a drubbing. And now, look who's coming to his defense. It may actually surprise you. It doesn't surprise me, but it may actually surprise you if you believe that the right-left mainstream paradigm has any real meaning. If you do, you probably are aware that outlets like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Post are considered right-leaning. And yet, both the New York Post and the Wall Street Journal recently posted articles in the last couple of days talking about how poor Bill Gates is really getting picked on right now by all these extremists, all these conspiracy theorists, and he's just a philanthropist. He just wants to help. He's a good guy, but all these crazy people are going after him right now. And neither of these articles are written as opinion pieces. They're both written as if they were news pieces, just reporting what's going on. But the slant that they have is very clear. The opinion that they want you to form after reading these articles is to conclude that people who oppose Bill Gates are crazy and unhinged and believe all this crazy, weird stuff that's just not true, that's way out there, and that Bill Gates is really a philanthropist and a fine specimen of a human being and only wants to do good for the world. Again, I'm not a news junkie, as I said last time. Somehow these things just filter down to me, and I found out about this somehow with some of the YouTube channels that I do follow. Dark Journalist drew attention in his latest video to the New York Post article concerning Bill Gates, and then I happened to notice that there was, when I did a sort of online search, and where I actually, if you want to know, I was actually looking to try to create a meme, and of course I'm not computer savvy or tech literate in any way, but I thought it would be cool to do a meme which said something like the right bill, showing the Bill of Rights, and the wrong bill showing Bill Gates. I thought that would have been funny and clever, and some people would think that it was maybe cringy and boomerish, but I like it. I like the idea of it. So I was trying to look into doing that, and I was trying to find things out there. So I typed in Bill Gates Bill of Rights, and of course what should first come up on an online search is all these generally sympathetic articles about Bill Gates. And I just noticed that in addition to the New York Post article that I'd already been aware of, there was also this Wall Street Journal article, again taking the position that Bill Gates is being picked on, and it's not right, it's not fair, and let's rush to his defense. Let's stop this pencil-necked geek from getting sand kicked in his face, right? And let's protect him, because he only wants to help us dumb musclehead jocks. Yeah, so I think this just underlines for me again how this Lügenpresse, this mainstream media operates. There's an ostensible right and an ostensible left, and of course, I admit usually finding Fox News and Wall Street Journal and New York Post and other outlets generally more palatable, generally less hostile to everything that I hold dear than say the New York Times or the Washington Post or others of their ilk. But when you get right down to it, they're both they're both parts of the same opposite ends of the same spectrum, and they are not to be trusted really on either end of the spectrum. They both serve the same beast ultimately. It's just that one, the ones on the right, more or less, carry water for certain causes or act as gatekeepers to certain things that that many of us hold dear. And I guess the same could probably be said for those that are on the left. The ostensible, the left, the neoliberal left, as opposed to others who are more authentically left in their thinking in various ways, and maybe more open-minded. So you got this cluster of news organs out there. We call them news organs. I mean, if they're any organ of the body, if they can be compared to any organ of the body, it would be one that is unmentionable. So much for puns, but you get what I'm saying, right? So, what this brings to mind was, after Pizzagate broke, who gave an interview to James Alefantis? A sympathetic interview, a fawning interview to the sicko who has pictures of kids being tied up and jokes about kids getting raped and all kinds of sick pedophilic images on his Instagram page, and who has all these unsavory connections to others who are likely of an unsavory mindset. Well, who would you think would provide cover for James Alefantis? You would think it would be, you'd think he'd go on some liberal, pro Hillary Clinton network, but nope. He went on Fox. Remember? He went on Fox News and talked to Megyn Kelly, and Megyn Kelly just fawned all over him, and it was gross. It was shameful. It was a mockery of what's supposed to be, news. It wasn't balanced. There was nothing even close to a challenge put to him. It wasn't fair and balanced even. It wasn't, okay, well, how do you respond to this or this or this or this? It was all just, oh, we feel so bad for you, and you've really been put through the ringer, and you're just a humble pizza shop owner who's now had to suffer all these things because of all these crazy kooky people out there who just happen to notice things online that happen to indicate that you are of a quite unsavory mindset. Same thing is happening here, right? They go to the right, the ostensibly right-leaning news outlets to protect Bill Gates. Now, you can look up these articles on your own if you want. I'm not going to provide links to them because I don't want any more traffic to go to these people. I want them to go out of business. I want them to be bankrupt. And I dream of the day when that happens. So, but if you do want to look them up on your own, look them up archived. Is what I would do, so they don't get even one extra click of traffic, because these people, they are just absolute liars, and they deserve no respect. They deserve no clicks. They deserve no traffic. They deserve no money. They deserve to cease to exist, and hopefully soon they will, God willing. Anyhow, I just wanted to report on this development, and in a way it's a good thing. It shows that us miscreants out here who know where things stand we can't be ignored, right? We're past the point where they can ignore us. First they ignore you, then they fight you. Well, at least we're past that first phase. There's been enough of a ruckus kicked up about Bill Gates and his activities and the ways that his experiments have hurt and even killed people in various places in the world. His unsavory connections, his corrupt business practices, all those things. But he's got the juice, right? He's got the dough, and therefore he's got all of these news organs who are supposed to be credible, who are supposed to be supposed to maintain a neutrality on issues. He's got them all in his back pocket. It's quite clear. And the strategy is to go after the right flank, right? To try to pick off some people on the right, to say, hey, you guys don't want to be like those weird conspiracy theorists out there. You don't want to be like these Alex Jones types, these David Icke types. I like David Icke personally, but I'm just saying that's the kind of thing that they would say. So the strategy is clear. It's completely transparent, and I just wanted to draw attention to it. Thanks for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com or lowstatusnovelist.blogspot.com.